Recording started.
May 8th, 2023. It is 12:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. For the record, we do not have a quorum present, as far as I know, but I'll let Christy confirm next meeting. Those present and accounted for are those that we expected. But like I said, I'll let Christy confirm that as part of the next meeting. Let's see, what else do we have? No quorum, but as far as I could tell from the reports, there's no vote necessary as well today. So we're gonna have anybody that has anything that they want to add or take away from the agenda, remembering that it can't be a vote item today. Please do so now. Hearing none, I think the agenda is approved. The minutes, that's the recording for those that are not present today. Please make sure to watch this recording in its entirety. And if you have not watched the last one yet, please do so as well. If you are here in person, you are not required to do so, but you are encouraged to do so if there's something you want to address in the next meeting. Does anyone have any comments on the previous recording?
No.
Okay, hearing none, then we will, oops, sorry. I'm so used to hearing none. Hearing none and a no, we'll go on.
Are you going to do roll call,
Okay,
Rosie?
then, I wasn't going to. We have no quorum present, and our pictures are on the screen, but you can. It's you and me and Kara. For the reports, the two reports that were provided are the Vanguard report and the Maker Relationships Advisor report. For the record, Awareness Advisor report, it was not due because the position is still vacant, but as always, the operation team is putting the functional reporting into the drive. If anyone wants to take a look at it, that's always there in public. Alice is not here to answer any questions, so I'm going to postpone that. If you have any questions, please send out an email to the Board of Advisors group and to Alice, and we can always pick it up in the next meeting. I had none. It seemed self-explanatory to me. I am here. There's a Vanguard report. Do either of the two of you have any questions about that?
Not
Nope.
at this time.
Comments, need for additional information? Nothing. Okay. So prior to the start of the recording and prior to Kara stepping in, Lori and I were discussing the fact that there would be a short meeting today that will hold off a little bit. It's just my 2 cents. I'd rather do the next conversation on the book with everybody present.
Okay.
I don't care that pushes us back a ways. I don't. Do you guys have an objection to that?
No.
Okay.
And Rosie, I have one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have one question regarding that. Because we have moved our end of fiscal reporting to September and elections in October, do you anticipate that the new board would actually be present at the transparent meeting in November or at the closed meeting in November?
I don't know.
The reason I ask is because one of the things I did is I added in a topic of conversation versus a book because we would have an odd number of months. And so I was just trying to figure out where I wanted to put that. So, okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been bouncing back and forth between the two. I just assumed we'd keep going.
Well, we'd have an odd month, and so I thought just a couple like TED Talks to listen to and talk about
well,
would be.
That we've already established, I think.
Yep. I just didn't know where to put it is what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, well, our calendar year doesn't change really. You know, our awareness is all the same. The only thing that's going to be different is the transition month. So I would work it exactly the same ways we did every other time, but just bump it back. And of course, we don't need to do that. I think that's the point of us doing it. But during the training month, if we do not have a topic of discussion and we do not have a book, that wouldn't be the worst thing because it gives everyone an opportunity to ask a bunch of questions. I know this is great. I love this part of our meeting, But maybe during that month, it might be best just to leave as much time for onboarding and questions and getting to know each other as possible. And I have to be honest, being completely transparent here. I hope that everyone that is currently sitting on the board wants to stay, to be totally blunt. So it would only be onboarding people into the positions that are currently open. That's what, my little heart and soul wants, but we'll see when we get there. I'm going to welcome Michelle to the room. So to update the roll call, Michelle is now present. Just in time for us to call the meeting adjourned, I think.
Sorry.
No. We're having a fast one because we had a bunch of people, yourself included, that I thought wasn't going to be here today. So we were skipping the book club and the discussion until more people can be present. We had a lot of excused absences today.
I wasn't planning on being tardy, but I got called into a late meeting and it started at 11. So I'm sorry.
No worry. Okay. So, anybody, anything? Functionally related? Operationally related? Nope. Okay. I have a shout out if anybody has extra time. The inventory stuff has gotten relatively easy. It's just very, 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 very time consuming. So if anybody wants to jump in there and help out the operational team, just reach out. I've made a bunch of videos. I've been posting them in the bus files. Right now, for example, Swahili is being onboarded. If somebody wanted to jump in there, I've got it in a system, and then I can move on to the next approval. We've got a couple more independents coming on. Those are a little trickier. So if you have time and you're just sitting in front of the TV, that's literally all it takes. The only thing I am going to advise you is this is not something you can do on a tablet or a phone or even a small laptop, because you're going to want two screens open. So either you have two screens, it's going to be split screen. If you didn't have those, I would recommend you not volunteering for it. It just gets too tricky. You're copying and pasting and trying to remember what you looked at. And it'd be just as fast for me to do it. So there's that call out. Our volunteer is working on the social media likes and follows. So that's progressing very nicely. The last volunteer thing, we are getting a lot of attention simply by finishing our United States community radio project into constant contact. We have the list of Canadian community radio stations. What we need is for someone just to go down that Excel spreadsheet, click on the link, look for an email, stick it in the Excel spreadsheet, move on. More than happy to let you know how that works. So if you have that kind of time too. I know we're heading into summer, so I am wholeheartedly expecting that one, that we'll be paying attention to our own reports first, primarily. Kara and Michelle, there's a lot of development that's happening between here and October, so that's first priority before volunteering for anything else. And I also know that a lot of people are out of the house. Not so much TV time anymore. So totally understandable. Some of this can wait and some of it will just keep plugging along. Okay.
Don't forget, Rosie, about the radio station ad. Did you, I haven't looked at it yet to forward it. Have you forwarded it and I just missed it about our ad being played on the civic radio station?
Yes, we've been keeping everybody in the loop on Board of Advisors all the way along. I don't think I gave all 4 of them into the chat, but I did put a post on, where to find them. It's fun, you guys. They're really fun listening to them do this. And we're going to be working it into social media as well.
And on Friday, Rosie and I have an interview with one of their hosts of one of their shows. So
Yeah, especially week 1 of the term for me.
Yeah.
Getting a little nutty around here for a week. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Just so y'all know, as these opportunities arise, we're going to start assigning them. It won't always be Lori and Rosie in the interviews and in the commercials and stuff like that, because, you get sick of seeing Rosie. I loved the animation of Michelle. That was too fun. For once, it wasn't just me. So we're going to keep working on that as well. That being said, if you're terrified and I say, hey, there's an interview, I would like you to take it, feel free to go, nopey, nope, nope, that's not my forte. I know we have one person on the board that would rather not already. So if that's not your thing, then we'll start you with audios and we'll do some animations. That's easier. At least I think it is. Michelle, do you think it is?
It was easy.
Yeah, I thought the audio and then let them make us look like whatever is much easier than to being on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to move. We're
Definitely.
getting more sales. Our numbers are going up in social media. Kara, as always, shout out to you for promoting us more than any single solitary board member. So thank you. Yep. And thank you for ordering what you did because you helped us
I'm
figure out we had a problem.
Well, so I was worried because I was like, oh, either I paid way less or there's a glitch and they need to fix it, right? When you were like, hey, can you look at this? And I was like, uh-oh.
Yep. It was an uh-oh for sure. But that's what I need. That's part of the reason, like, I have probably 50 things on the site that I want to buy. And I'll be doing it one at a time. As much as I would love to just buy stuff that, one here and one there helps us keep practicing.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing we will have to be talking about as we get through the end of the year, and this is huge for strategic planning, we've always wanted an app that would absolutely be making our sales higher, That being said, I'm more than a little shocked when I'm looking at empty carts and why, or not empty carts, left carts, and why aren't they making the sale? Why aren't they buying? It's because they don't live in the US or Canada. And we only sell to those two right now. So one of the things I'll be working on now that I see that is to get a very specific report on what it would cost to be able to do that. A year and a half ago, it was in the thousands of dollars because they did not have an app yet. It was going to take us hiring an attorney and hiring somebody that was specializing in import export, figuring out how to manually do the customs documents. Now Shopify has just launched, in fact, I think it might still be beta, a new feature where if you tell it what countries, it will figure that out. But here are the things to start thinking about. One, I'll get a cost breakdown on what that is. Obviously not going to be thousands of dollars a month, but it would be over a year. We cannot expand our overhead without either sales or someone footing the cost for that. Like we had that great influx of money to get the new site. But also two, where do we want to start? What makes us happy? And I don't know that. I can tell you what we're seeing in the cart is France for some reason. Just randomly. My curiosity is how they found out about us in the first place. We're optimizing Google quite a bit, but we're doing it North America over and over and over. So I don't know if I'll get that answer. Honestly, it could just be you have a cousin in Maine and, they told you this great site. But I'll keep trying. But for strategic planning, I am feeling a little doubtful that's going to be a 2023 thing. We have so much on our plate right now and we're focused on conversion, but it most definitely should be a 2024 discussion, I would think. Which our 2024 starts this fall. So I just think that's real quick to be trying to pull something off, but it would be great for next year. So if anybody has any questions about any of that, holler at me. But that's exciting. Both things. The fact that they're making it easier and the fact that we're seeing interest. So you're going to hear me yelling conversion from the top of my lungs every day from now till the end of the year. We need to see that at this point. There is a very fine line between growth and, that is sustainable and scalable and growth that is being diminished due to concerns or fears. So now's the time for us to not be afraid or hesitant. We'll figure it out, Kara, just like we just did in your order. We will figure it out. That's what Apple and I are sitting here for. So push. My feeling is that if we don't start seeing conversions through the first quarter of our 2024, in other words, the end of the calendar year 2023, through Mother's Day here, Father's Day, the giving season, as WCE calls it, next fall, we've got a problem. There's something we're not doing right. I don't see it. I think it's just a matter of getting the word out, and that's like $30,000 we don't have for a big launch. So we're relying on all of us. So I'll be watching for Board of Advisor engagement on all of the social media platforms, all of them, daily. You know, we all go online every day. I know we do. So I'll be expecting folks to be on Pinterest and Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of them. Push it, get followers. Okay? I know we all have our favorite, but let's get used to the ones that aren't. All right, that's my plug. Does anybody have anything else?
I'm excited that I got a shipping notification for my order.
Yay!
I was
I am
more
too.
excited when I thought it delivered.
Yeah.
But then I was terrified because I clicked on it and I was like, that is not my house. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're trying our best to automate as much as possible, but some of it just isn't. It can't be.
Okay.
It's Apple and I having to send out an individual email. So, yeah. She was excited to get her delivery, though.
Good. That's good.
She didn't get the notice, you did. So
Yep.
then she was shocked. Yeah. All
And then
right.
I think I'm going to, well, I guess it's on topic. The website that I sent for the pierced cactus, I actually have some of her stuff and it's really great. So I'm going to try to get like a video call with her and like explain it to her. Cause I feel like when you type out like a big paragraph of what everything is, it sounds a little like, I'm probably not going to answer. This seems kind of weird. So I'm going to first wait till I get my order. And then I'm probably honestly going to open it live because I've talked to a lot of people about the like us. So I'm probably going to open it live and then like reach out to her. I really love her earrings. I think that they're like the best thing ever. So then at least she has like a little, oh, this is a real thing. And then talk to her because her stuff is amazing. And it's cool because on TikTok, if you find her, she will literally like, you can see her hand paint everything.
Isn't that
And
awesome?
she makes the cutest stuff. So it's pretty cool.
That's one of the things as we pick up speed, I want to start for our TikTok is for people to submit videos of them opening
Yeah.
up. So when you get yours, kick it off.
Yep, I will. Don't mind my cat.
I won't.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Michelle and Lori, how comfortable or how much you're into TikTok, but that you need to be. WCE is growing there, and that's where we're selling. I mean, that's the truth of it. YouTube, TikTok, that's where we need to be. Pinterest and Instagram are also great, although I kind of prefer Pinterest, although they don't integrate well with anything ever. Instagram integrates for the most part, but is not as engaging. It's kind of
Pinterest is cool because I can like, so for example, I see on the website we have like this cute little, does it
Yep.
show this little pouchy bag thing? I can upload this picture to Pinterest and then include the shopping link. So if someone clicks on it, it'll automatically take them to the website.
and you
So
know we have a
even-
Pinterest store too.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh yes, we have a
So
store
I'm
on
gonna have to go.
everyone.
I'm
The
gonna go.
only platform that's viable right now that we don't have a store on is Facebook. We have an Instagram, Google, Pinterest, TikTok. We're working on that. They're starting in the UK, but we're on the list that when they open the stores for the US, we'll be in there. We sell on
I'm gonna
YouTube.
go look at that.
Mhm. We sell
Yeah.
everywhere. Yep. No, I love Pinterest. It's just they don't integrate. They don't integrate with Shopify well. They don't integrate
Yeah.
with Constant Contact at all. So it's all manual. Like this weekend, I scheduled all kinds of products, which I can do on all of ours except Pinterest. I know
That sucks.
it does, but hopefully they'll get the hang of it. Constant Contact said that they are working on better integration with Pinterest and TikTok, and that would be beyond amazing. Kara, when you do your opening, will you put a shout out and just encourage people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Of
So
course.
I got absolutely, you know how it goes, right? So we did our first sponsored content for WCE. And right now, the Mama Rosie 1328 is the WCE TikTok because we're not paying for ads. So when you pay for ads, it goes through the store. So now I'm starting to promote WCE, which also helps us get linked back and forth, right? So if you choose to promote, let me know because then we can have you on
Okay.
WCE as well. Now here's the fun part. There's always a handful of just jackasses that love to do nothing but hurt you. So
Yep.
I did my first promotion and we got great numbers. It was all out there. People were watching it, whatever. But of course the comments were, what the F, you know, at me personally. So I had to make a decision. And since I love snark, you know, I love watching the Wendy's snark and the KFC snark. And so I just went, you know what? I'm going to be me. And I answered them. I'm like, oh, if you have a better idea, I'd love to hear it. Come on, you know, instead of yelling back at them. So that was fun.
Yep.
They're like, how can you promote it when you only have, you know, 100 people? How can you sponsor something that has no followers? Like, well, that's the point. I thought if you got a better idea, let me know.
Right.
And I'm so glad you're watching this intently. God bless your little heart. So, so that's the tone of WCA.
Here for it.
Yeah, me too.
Here for it.
Here, let's see if we can get you into all the TikTok stuff too.
I'm gonna go find it. Let's
Yeah.
see. I don't know if it mutes my or like closes my camera, but let's see. TikTok. Here, I was gonna get this great angle of my face.
You guys, it was so
Um,
embarrassing. My sound isn't working again. Every time I turn it off, turn it back on, then the sound doesn't work. And I realized in the middle of a meeting that I had to be public, so I reached over and put my boob right on the camera. I mean, I reached behind the thing and I'm just like, flap. Oh no. Like, good thing I have shorts on and nobody's minding the old lady.
Is it the Rosie Ray one? Oh yeah, at Mama Rosie. Yep, I see it. But that one got 6,000 views.
We did all right.
Dude, I don't care.
See? That's what he said. Dude, I don't care. How can you? Yeah,
It's funny because it's all men that commented
of
on
course
it.
it was. Of
I
course
love it.
Self-identified. I'm not saying anything.
Yes. Oh, that's cute.
Yep.
Yep. Well, cool.
Yeah. So, last thing I've got today. Last minute, Mandy could not make it today, but she has been invited to all of our meetings. For the two of you that don't know her, she's been involved in WCE since before it was a before. And she's a CPA. She is big into giving, to be totally honest. She's one of my closest friends. I love her very much. And she and I had gone through a mutual job situation not too long ago. And she is catching up and wants to spend more time. Now I have to say, she already does our taxes. She already gives us a great deal. She's already answers every question, helps me with sales tax. But she'd like to come and visit the meetings, which we'd all appreciate. So that'll be great. Okay. She's in our Slack if y'all want to reach out and introduce yourself. Michelle, she sent you an email a week or two ago asking to see when you'd like to chat with her. She's who I was talking about during our phone call last time.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
I did not see it, but
It's in WCE, I think.
okay.
Okay.
I'll look for it there.
All right. All right. We're all good. Half an hour.
Cool.
I'm going to call the meeting adjourned at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, May 8th, 2023. And wish you all the best of happiness all week. I really appreciate you. 100%. So much better than talking to myself.
And with that, I'm going to stop the recording.
That's fine.